Okay, for homework 10-6, I'd like you to copy down all this work, try to sketch the graph, show all the work for this table problem, and then write down the 3 words to show me that you listen. Turn this in on Monday. Do not turn in work to the sub. All right, so here we go. Looking at graphs. If graphs have dots, discrete. If no dots, doesn't matter what the line looks like, continuous. So this line has no dots, continuous. It's not the look of it, it's the dots or no dots. This one has no dots, continuous. If a graph has dots, that would be discrete. Dots for discrete, waiting for data, discrete. If you have a straight line, linear. If you have a curved line, exponential. This one is linear, straight line, linear, straight line. If it's curved, exponential. If it's curved, exponential. Timesing, geometric. First word is surf, surf. Now for this harder one, finding your slope. I could use any pair and see that I'm going up by 8 right here, and then hopefully see I'm going up by 4 right there. I could divide 8 by 4 to get that slope of 2. Or of course, I could go down to a different pair. 9 to 17 going up by 8. 3 to 7 going up by 4. If I divide 8 by 4, it will give me that same 2 for my slope. And now, of course, the bottom pair, from 17 to 33, if I use my calculator, going up by 16. From 15, from 7, that's going up by 8. If I divide those, I get the same 2. So if I was you, I would pick for this middle piece right here. Look at that, because it looks like from 9 to 17 going up by 8, from 3 to 7 going up by 4. If I divide that out, that gives me the rate of change. 8 divided by 4 tells me that if I'm stepping up or down by just ones, that is going up or down by 2. That is my slope. That is my rate of change. That means if I was to expand this table and try to show it where all the numbers are missing, because you could see on this X column from that -1 right there that I've given you to 3, I'm missing some values in there. I'm missing the 0, I'm missing the 1 and the 2. And then 3, you got 4, 5, 6, 7. I want you to see where all these missing pieces are. 1, I don't have. 3, I know is 9. 7 is 17. I know that for this, if I'm going up by 4s, the Y number is going up by 8. But now I need to know if I'm just going up or down by 1s. Watch. Going by 2s, adding by 2. That 4th term would be 11. That 5th term would be 13. That 6th term would be 15. And then, of course, if I add 2, that's where the 7, 17 terms come from. If I go backwards, that 9 minus 2 gives me 7. That 7 minus 2 gives me 5, that first term, the important one. That 5 minus 2 gives me the all-important y-intercept. That 3 minus 2 gives me that 1 that you see in the table. So again, my table, I'm just trying to show you these parts are listed on my table. But if you look at the X column, the X column really should be going by 1. So that's me expanding it out to fill in those spaces along the X column. So for my equations, remember, I need that slope number 2, not the 8, the 2. And I need either my 0 term, that 3, or I want to use my first term, that 1 right there. Second word is foam. Foam. So here I go. The expression using that slope number 2 times x plus the y-intercept term 3. Or, of course, I could take that and use the first term instead. F of x equals that same 2 times x minus 1 plus that 5 right there. Those are both equivalent. I want you to see that those functions, those equations should be legit. If I use them to plug in numbers, I should get the same numbers that my table is showing, which means if I took this 7, or how about this 3, and plugged it in for x into both, they both should spit out 9 if my equation's good. Let's see if that works. So if I plug in 3 into this, showing it like that, and I plug in the 3 right here to do my math, if I do that right, when I plug in 3, my equation should spit out 9 if it's the right equation. Yes, it is. There's 9. If I was to plug that into that weird one, it still should give me that 9. If I was to plug in that 3 right here, gives me 2 times 2. And there you can see both equations, because they're equivalent, both gave me 9. Those equations should work. Every time I plug in 7, should spit out 17. Plug in -1, should spit out 1. On test, pick which version you want to show. Don't take the chance to show both versions. All right, show all this work, even that little check I did. Third word is puppy, of course, puppy. Good luck.